Hello, everyone. You are listening to Uncomfortable Truths with Euclid Phoenix, where I talk about politics, religion, and other BS that I find interesting. Today, we will look at the role of social media in modern politics. In the span of just 2 decades, social media has transformed from a novelty to a political force capable of influencing elections, shaping public discourse, and redefining how governments interact with citizens. From viral hashtags to direct tweets from world leaders, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, now X, TikTok, and YouTube have become indispensable tools in the arsenal of modern politics. But this new landscape brings both unprecedented opportunities and serious challenges. 1. A direct line between politics and the public. One of the most significant changes social media has introduced is the disintermediation of political communication. In the past, politicians relied heavily on traditional media, TV, newspapers, radio, to reach the public. Now, a politician can post a video, tweet a policy update, or go live to millions without a journalist acting as a filter or gatekeeper. This has created a new level of intimacy and immediacy in political communication. Constituents feel closer to their leaders, and politicians can present a more authentic image, though this authenticity is often curated and strategic. Example: Barack Obama's 2008 campaign was among the first to harness social media effectively. Donald Trump's presidency demonstrated the raw power of direct-to-public communication via Twitter, bypassing traditional media entirely. More recently, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has used Instagram Lives to explain policy and humanize the political process to a younger demographic. 2. Mobilization and grassroots organization. Social media has also become a powerful tool for political mobilization. Hashtag activism has evolved into real-world movements. Political campaigns now use social platforms to volunteer, recruitment, fundraising, and even organization with greater efficiency and reach more than ever before. Grassroots groups, especially those without access to large funding, can leverage the virality of social media to amplify their messages. A well-timed meme or emotionally resonant video can reach millions without ever paying for an ad. Strengths: low-cost outreach, global reach, and user-generated amplification. 3. The dark side: misinformation and polarization. But not all the trends is true for good for democracy. Perhaps the most concerning aspect of social media's role in politics is its vulnerability to misinformation, disinformation, and polarization. Platforms are designed to maximize engagement, often promoting content that is controversial, emotionally charged, or misleading. Bad actors, including foreign governments, have exploited these algorithms to spread false narratives and sow division, and interfere with elections, such as Russian interference in the 2006 U.S. presidential election. Just take a look at the division when it comes to LGBTQ month. I see several memes a day that have to do with this during June. Misinformation consequences: undermining trust in a democratic institution, eroding shared reality among citizens, encouraging extremism and political violence. 4. Algorithmic bias and echo chambers. The personalization of news feeds creates filter bubbles. Users are shown content that aligns with their beliefs while opposing views are filtered out. Over time, this can lead to confirmation bias, where people only seek out information that supports their existing views, making consensus and healthy debate more difficult. The consequence is a deeply fragmented political landscape where citizens may not even agree on basic facts. Political discourse becomes less about debate and more about tribal identity. 5. Campaigning and the digital age. Modern political campaigns are now inseparable from digital strategy. Politicians invest heavily in social media, consultants, data analysis, and targeted advertising. Micro-targeting allows campaigns to tailor messages to specific demographics with alarming precision. For example, a candidate can run different versions of a message to conservative-leaning older men in the Midwest and progressive-leaning college students on the West Coast simultaneously and in secret. Ethical concerns, manipulative messaging, lack of transparency in digital ads, and data privacy violations. 6. Censorship and deplatforming. As platforms struggle to deal with harmful content, they've adopted stricter moderation policies. This has led to the deplatforming of some political figures or movements accused of promoting hate speech, violence, or false information. However, this raises complex questions about freedom of speech versus platform responsibility. Some view these actions as necessary for public safety. Others see them as ideological censorship. Examples: the banning of Donald Trump from major platforms after January 6, 2021. Removal of extremist content related to terrorism or hate groups. 7. Social media as a civic tool. Beyond campaigning and mobilization, social media also has potential as a civic engagement tool. Governments and institutions can use platforms to conduct public outreach and survey, educate citizens about policies or voting, and alert the public to emergencies or policy changes. In countries with limited press freedom, social media can be a lifeline for dissent and activism, providing a platform to expose corruption or organized protest. Conclusion: a double-edged sword. Social media has radically democratized the flow of information and politics, breaking down traditional hierarchies and giving voice to individuals, movements previously unheard. But with that democratization has come chaos, misinformation, manipulation, and deepening divides. The challenge going forward is not to reject social media's political power, but to harness it responsibly. Platforms, governments, and citizens must collaborate to build a digital public square that promotes truth, inclusivity, and civic engagement. Final thought: in the digital age, a tweet can start a revolution or end a career. As we navigate the future of politics, understanding the dynamics of social media is not optional, it's essential. Thank you for listening to this segment. I hope you enjoyed it. Visit me at my website in the comments and have a nice day.